Good afternoon. It's Sunday, the 3rd of November, 2024. It's 1:30 p.m. in the UK. Welcome to the Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I am player of games. And it's not my story, it's not your story. Today's story, fingers crossed, is completing the F1 Brazilian Grand Prix event in Real Racing 3. I'm starting just a little bit earlier because I was under the impression the Grand Prix was going to start at 5 p.m. UK time, but obviously it looked like there was quite a lot of rain yesterday. So they've had qualifying this morning, and it looks to me that they've brought the time forward. So I thought, well, just to make sure, in case the last two goals are quite hard, give myself a little bit of time to try and get them done. So I thought I'd start half an hour earlier. So hopefully be well done. So if you are Formula One fans, this live stream won't impact on you watching the Formula One Grand Prix. So let's get showing my iPad screen. Okay, so you'll see there that my gold is at 0. So I was going to suggest that I was going to complete one of the series that I've currently got open, get some more gold, and then upgrade the car to the relevant PR rating. I was able to get enough gold by other means, specifically either, let me just come out, earning gold through the claim now and playing an ad, or going to the earn now and literally just clicking onto some websites. They are the only ones, by the way, that I only do in here. So the ones where it says buy a thing or fill in a survey, I never touch those. It's just the visit the website or play a video. And obviously with it being double the normal amount, I was able to achieve the amount that I needed, which I think was 55 gold. So in the Grand Prix event, I have got my car now up to the correct PR rating, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. So let's begin and let's see how I get on. Okay, so I'll just go back so we can see what we're doing. So goal 4 off 5 in stage 5. We are almost there, champ. We need you in the top 3 by the end of lap 68. Maintain an average speed of 151 miles per hour. That seems a bit high. No off track or damage. Okay, I suppose it depends where we start on this. Okay, so let me just get the volume turned up. There we go. So at least it started the right place, but I wasn't very happy about what speed it was doing it at. Yeah, no. This isn't good. So again, with having to take so many cars, you're not going to have the racing line. This is going to be quite difficult. But you know, that's what we do. Improve. I mean, somebody might go, "Oh, it's best if you do the," but I'm not. The pause, quit, try again, pause. But I'm going to use it as practice because there's something in my control that I need to achieve, which is the miles per hour. Oh, that's a lot better. Again, this is all to do with where it falls that you catch the cars up in front. Oh, so that's not off. It doesn't matter. As soon as you've lost it, you've got to start again. So that's 2 attempts and 2 failures. Here we go. So I'm a little bit worse off than last time because I'd stayed in the 153s, but I got up to the 160s at this point. Okay, that's not bad. I've got to get to third, but I think the problem is going to be on after this corner. I'll be under the target miles per hour. Come on. I mean, this isn't a bad attempt. It's just a case of have I got enough speed before the finish line. Oh, my word, I must have only just achieved that. But achieve it, I did. Oh, man. I don't think that could have been any closer. I must have hit the finish line at 151 miles per hour average speed. So there we go. Third attempt. That's pretty good. This could end up being a short stream. I'll make it a bit longer if need be. Wow. I'm quite impressed by that. Okay. Let's see what the final goal will require us to do. So it's been a long, hard slog, but it's actually been quite fun. And I sort of felt, yes, there's been a couple of things. The worst thing for me up to this point has been the bit where it said don't go below 70 miles per hour, which was almost impossible on some of those slow corners. Lee Melvin in the YouTube chat waves his hand saying hi. Lee, thank you very much. Welcome. Glad you could join us again. Might be a bit of a short stream today, as I've only got 2 goals to achieve, and I thought I might be a while, and I've already achieved one. So it's the final goal. Stage 5, goal 5 of 5, the final 2 laps. I thought there was only 68 laps, or is there 70 laps? I don't know. Okay, maybe there's 70 laps. Final 2 laps. We need a victory. Let's win. No damage or off track, which is the same as it's been for quite some time. So, probably, and I'm in 5th. Am I in 5th? You've got to be kidding me. I'm in 5th. It's dropped me to 5th. This game makes no sense whatsoever. Do you think they get different developers doing each of the different stages and they don't talk to each other? So at the end of lap 68, I was in 3rd, and now at the start of lap 69, I'm in 5th. Seriously? This makes no sense. This makes no sense whatever. You can't do your text correct, and you can't get consistency in terms of positioning. Okay, fine. I'll just have to overtake 4 cars rather than 2. There's one. I mean, let's be honest, I probably won't do it this time, and it doesn't matter. I'm not bothered. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. But you know what happens? You do it over and over again. The opponents get slower. You get your practice in. That is so stupid, though, to literally go from one lap to the next, and you all of a sudden you're from third to fifth. Ridiculous. So I'm not going to get first this time round. So I'm going to have to do this again. At least I'll know now that I've got 4 cars to overtake and not just 2. Fire monkeys, what are you doing? This lack of consistency is typically what messes this game up. And it's creeping in more and more. It's very sad to see because it's a great game, but time and time again, they mess this sort of stuff up. Right, we're going to have to do this again. Maybe the stream will last a little bit longer than 20 minutes. I mean, in fairness, right, what that means is in lap 69, I dropped 2 places. Looks like we're not going to win because we've just dropped 2 places in lap 69. No, push for the victory. I almost don't care. I do, obviously. But consistency, it's got to be in the game. It's got to be. How can you push for a victory when you've lost 2 places? Anyway, there we go. That's what we got to deal with. So let's just get the cars overtaken. Effectively got to do 2 per lap. Right. So hopefully that's 1. I do feel like I'm going to struggle here, you know. Although I do see 3rd and 2nd close together. But I've got 3 cars to overtake on the last lap. I can't help but think this is just terrible. From 5 monkeys again. I mean, seriously, in real racing, in any Grand Prix, have you ever seen that? 5th to 1st in 2 laps. The last 2 laps. Having on the previous lap dropped 2 places. Sure, if it was raining, maybe. As you can see, that's annoyed me a little bit as that. I can't stand inconsistency in games. And there's too much of it in Real Racing 3 at this moment in time. So again, I'm not going to win. Don't even see first. I think I just saw him go around the corner then. So we might be a while. I'm going to do this the hard way, as opposed to do it because I'll just earn M dollars and just service the car. I was thinking about this actually, because I did put Real Racing 3 down a couple of years back, and it was when they introduced NASCAR, and I'm convinced now that when they introduced NASCAR, it was then that they introduced this thing whereby every time you race, the opponents get slower, as opposed to you just go out and achieve. And that feature has been in the race ever since, and I don't like it. Yes, this isn't looking good. So I'll do one or two things. I'll just carry on racing until I run out of M dollars for the day, or I succeed. It doesn't look like I'm going to succeed. Okay, so there we go. That's the first service. So I'll take it off screen and I'll get at the car. I'll play some ads to take the service down to 0. I'm not very happy about this. I'm unimpressed by the lack of consistency. I mean, seriously, how can you go on the start of the 69th lap in 3rd, get to the end of the 69th lap in 5th and expect to win? Under what normal sporting circumstance does that ever occur? It simply doesn't. Whinge, whinge, moan, moan. Going to carry on for a bit on that one. At least there weren't any spelling mistakes this time. Well, there was, but not in goal 5 off 5 in stage 5. Or grammatical errors. But I'm sure they will return in the future. Okay, so I've got just over an hour of servicing left. So hopefully should only be 40 seconds, of ads. They're going through pretty quickly. I've got shorter ones today, which is good. It'd be one of those things you've got to do it 20 times, over 10 times before you can, the opponents are slow enough for you to catch. I just don't like that. I get the idea of perseverance, and that is a key trait in successful people. To the idea being is, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I get that. But what you want to do is achieve at the first, not the first time, but what always niggles in you is, well, I achieved it in this time, but could I have won it when they were a little bit faster? And obviously the answer to that is no. So does it really feel like a win when that is the case? And I think no. Anyway, we're done. We can share the screen again. Bit of volume. Let's go. There you go. Don't lose it here. That's it. Still got another car to overtake on this lap to have any chance whatsoever of winning. And I am as close as I've ever been to Leclerc, but I'm not. I don't think I'm going to get him on this corner. And there you go. I haven't. I'll be able to do one of my infamous overtakes on this first bend. Maybe. I won't, because he's a... Oh, yeah, there we go. Got it done. I'm still too far back to win. Yeah, I'm not going to win. But if I get second, that's an improvement. But again, I have a big issue with how they do this. Because I'm not technically any better. It's just the other cars get slower. But I reckon a couple more tries and I will win it. There we go, an improvement. Second now. Can we get first? Collect some more M dollars. Remember, this is also to win not just the F1 car, but the Lamborghini Reventon. So I suppose I should remember that and focus on winning. And I'll have a few tries to do it. And I might even get signs on this corner now. I'm probably just a little bit off, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, see, now I'm in the wrong place. I'll get him on this corner then. No, I won't. There we go. So that's the earliest I've overtaken him. So that's an improvement also. But can I get Leclerc on this lap? I think I can get him on this corner here. There we go. Okay, so that's 2 cars done this lap. Leaves me with 2 cars in the second lap. But do you see what I mean? It's not me getting any better. It's them getting slower. Okay, should get Perez on this corner. There we go. So I've got 1 slow corner to catch Verstappen up. I bet Verstappen wish he was first in this year's Grand Prix, except where he is right now, which is like 11th, I think it is, might even be 12th. Ooh. There we go. Okay, there we go. As I say, I don't feel like I've actually got quicker. Everyone else has got slower. So it's going to be a victory. There we go. a little bit disgruntled about those last two. Well, specifically that last one, that last goal. That in one lap, if you ever, as a racing driver or in any sport, went 2 places down, would you honestly expect to win with only 2 laps left? I don't think so. But we did. Adds to the fun, apparently. So I actually did those 2 laps. See, look at that, right? I mean, obviously, I didn't do those 2 laps in that time. It was a little bit back, but I'm only, according to that, a little bit faster than Verstappen. But I did finish effectively where Sainz was. You could even argue Norris. But I did win it. So shut up whinging, Tony. All right then. Okay, goal 5 of goal 5 in stage 5 completed. I've got some gold again. Oh, which car shall I choose? It's going to have to be the Sauber, since that I've already used it and can't use it again. There we go. Also, oh, did I not get the oh, hang on a minute, that doesn't seem to work. This wasn't your just a race, but a battle. The Brazilian Grand Prix is yours, champ. This track was not easy. Just by being a racing driver, you are at risk all the time. Champ, you achieved greatness despite it all. What a magnificent race. You've clinched the trophy and created history. This one is for the books, champ. Fantastic. So I haven't got the car. Yes, surely I have. I'm sure it was 44,000. There we go. Okay. So I got some R dollars from the time before. I got some N dollars just now. And most importantly, I got the Lamborghini Reventon. Which means a new series has been unlocked. Oh. Hello a second. Oh, there we go. Why did it not show as unlocked? Interesting. Ooh, okay. So obviously, because I've got loads of R dollars, I will apply the R dollars. It will take 8 hours, but that's fine. I'm not in a rush. I've only actually been going just over half an hour on this stream, but I have achieved everything I wanted to. If I'd have known it was minimum PR, I could have done that yesterday, but never mind. Not to worry. So I'm going to be doing something slightly different this week. So I'm not going to be doing any sort of like racing in the series that I've got open off screen. So I've got the Italian Menagerie. I best not say that wrong. And I have 3 exclusive series to race, 1 at 0% and 2 at 75%. So what I'm going to do in tomorrow's stream is I'm going to go through all of those for 4 series with all the cars that are available and just race them. See how far we'll get. I suspect I won't get any gold tomorrow. We'll take them closer to potentially achieving some gold. I might get gold in the McLaren Artura exclusive series, and because there's 3 cars in the Italian Menagerie, I may get a reward in that, albeit only 8 gold. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Salah JRM 777 says good. Yes, yeah, I got there in the end. I wasn't in the best of moods today because I wasn't happy with Fire Monkey's. So basically, goal 4, you finish in 3rd place. And I know that they do this regularly, but normally what they do is they leave a substantial sort of like number of laps that you've dropped back, and there'll be an explanation as to why you've dropped back. There wasn't there. So effectively, in the last 4 laps of that event, in the first in the 4th final lap, I moved up to 3rd. Then in the 3rd final lap, off screen, don't you hate it when it's off screen? I dropped back to 5th, and then I had 2 laps to win it. So I did get there in the end, but I just think they need to tighten that up. If you're telling a story, which is what the events do, I do think there needs to be consistency in the story. So I want them to improve on that. I get the idea of setting a challenge, but what they should have done is, I think, not have me be so far up ahead, so that I maybe in the 4th I was in like 8th place and I moved to 5th, and then that would have made a lot more sense. Story wise, it doesn't make any sense, which is a bit frustrating, really. As I said, I wouldn't expect any driver that on the 3rd from last lap to drop from 3rd to 5th to win. It just wouldn't happen. I've never seen it, and the only time that I have seen it is if there's some sort of craziness going on in terms of a safety car and people coming in to change tires, or that all of a sudden there's a massive downpour, and certain drivers stay out. But there we go. So it was a victory in the end. It was quite. In fairness, overall, I did enjoy that. That was quite a good test. I think it was on. I think it was the end of stage 3. I didn't like the fact that you had to stay above 70 miles per hour to get around some of the slower corners. I wasn't particularly impressed with that, but I got there. We did it, and again, I'm using. So obviously you get some of these guys and they're absolutely amazing at driving it, but it's quite frustrating as just a normal player trying to achieve some of these things. So again, one of the things that I'm trying to do here is just to show to people, you don't have to be a brilliant player to achieve in this game. What it takes most of is effort and slow improvement, which I think overall I've shown. But I do get angry how they start the opponent so quickly where nobody can win, and you have to do it 8 or 9 times so that you can overtake those opponents. I really do want them to improve that aspect of the game, because I now find that quite frustrating. But just to go back to what Salah JRM 777 said, yeah, I do like this game. Obviously, I like this game. I play it most days now, and obviously I stream it. I just think they could tighten up the events. So if there's a story to be told, the story's consistent. I'd like to see that happen. Right, okay, so that being said, as you can see, my gold is low. So what's going to happen over the next 2 weeks is I'm going to be not purchasing any upgrades. I will be doing all the events that are available. I will be competing in the weekly time trials. I will be competing in the online gaming. But what fundamentally I'm going to focus on next week is I currently have 4 series open. My intent is to get them as high as I can, and some I will complete, with the hope that my overall road collection completion moves from 72% to 73%. So the time of the stream tomorrow will be at 1 p.m. UK time. And I suspect that this stream will be at the very least an hour long and could be as long as 2 hours. So, as always, thank you very much for joining me. It's been a little bit of a quicker stream today, but I only had 2 goals to achieve, and I achieved them still making it hard work, but that's me all over. So, as I said, thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you, and goodbye.